Hi. I observe sometimes that it seems like some of the hardest or most challenging work, inner work to do is to see ourselves in and as another. I notice so often we get caught up in appearances and we ourselves seem to forget that we are so much greater than that which we see, and also what's going on behind the scenes that we often don't see in the inner world of other people. And yet, even in that, even in what's going on in the inner world of another, even in what they believe about themselves, isn't true. As we come closer to seeing our eyes through God's eyes, we perceive the world in unison with God, apart from God. We start to see that all of the layers, masks that we all wear, they dissolve. And even the dark stuff, the heavier stuff, the things that are more what we might consider human, and even those that are more seeming more void of God or spirit, like so far from anything that seems to be divine, even that has been, it can be dissolved through understanding our own divine nature first, understanding ourselves and that darkness within ourselves. And it's interesting too, because somehow it seems like we tend to believe that I would get engulfed, become engulfed by that which we see. That the darkness that we perceive to look at, we would become, and so we avoid or deny it or judge it, which is another form of denial. And it also brings out, that judgment also brings out pride and shows we've forgotten ourselves and the divinity within another, and our right to make a mistake and realign. And whether that's 77 times 7 times did, that's some of the hardest work, I think, to keep our inner perceptual lens clean of debris. When we look at another human being, are we available to attune to what is, or are we out there and stamping the other person with what we want to see, the story that we put them? Or are we instead, or maybe both, but as an idea, opening ourselves to see what spirit would show us? Often I see and find that as I allow myself to uh, have these layers like lenses removed in the moment and go beyond, there's such a sacred connection within my humanity to be able to really feel and get the struggles of another human, the pain or the suffering of another, to feel and know, understand, experience, and then through my own self-awareness, through my own knowing of myself, my own working backwards into understanding why I have thought or think the way that I do. Where is that coming from? Uh, it making sense in a way. Also, bring light, the light of awareness and understanding in that. And also do that same for another. We are so much more, so much greater than what we think we are. We are not what we think we are. And what a gift to ourselves. First, drop our own psychodrama of this world. All the layers that have built up a form identity that says, I am this, that's made right and wrong. And of course, this is all perfect. But the hiding that we have from ourselves, layers upon layers upon layers of beliefs that we've created that hold the layers in place. This that happened to me, and it means that I saw this and witnessed that, it means this, and it means that, and you are this, and you are that, all of that, all of that personal that has yet to meet God as thy will be done is stuck in our perceptual fields in how we see the world. And how we see the world is through all of the different lenses that we have yet to reconcile within ourselves, to come back to our wholeness and our completeness that's able to hold all of the different versions of ourselves, all of the perceptual lenses, without buying into one of them as the truth, if not abstracting oneself from it and staying as the largest observer, biggest observer to all of the happenings that are happening, even laughing at what arises within our own field, our own personalities that are formed with a attachment or the reduction, the truth of who we are, the self prison that we put ourselves in, and then we keep ourselves there. Judge, the juror as the executioner within ourselves, to free ourselves there first. Because all that's happening out there is as a result of what we have yet to see and release ourselves from inside. There are so many different methods that can help us to start to bring awareness to ourselves. But if they aren't bringing us back to a playing field of neutrality, such as forgiveness, such as re-empowering you and encouraging you to go as deep as possible to release the small self of self-creation apart from God, to restore the truth, the kingdom back to you, so that all of the the worlds and the cities that we've created inside of ourselves, the fortresses, they dissolve back into oneness. There's no need to build up protection from that place. How wonderful would that be? To feel the freedom within our bodies, to feel like we can open and lean in with our neighbors, build intimacy, build closeness, care, leave people at their word. Laugh wildly, feel at peace. What who you are is that great. Thank you for being with me.